start teaching you guys how to rig a couple different soft plastics. We're going to start off with this small imitation crawl, putting it on a Ned head, also known as a jig head, whatever you want to call it. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the point of the hook and find the top end of the bait that's going to typically be your flat end. Run it directly through the center of the bait. Once you run it through, you're going to make sure you feed it on as close to the middle of the bait as you can get it. Come out to about the third ring on this one, and you're going to pop your hook out the middle. What that's going to do is it's going to leave your bait looking like this. After that, you're just going to take your top end, thread it onto the hook all the way. Now you have a fully rigged small crawfish imitation. Next, we're going to talk to you about rigging up a Texas rig. Texas rig can be used from anything from a curly tail worm to a larger crawfish imitation bait. Now we're going to show you how to tie up this Texas rig. What you're going to want to start with is you're going to want to take the tag into your line. Next, you're going to want to grab your bullet weight. Now your bullet weight is going to depend on size and change in size based on what size soft plastic and how deep you're fishing. To rig it up, there's two ends of this bullet weight. There's a pointy end and there's a flat end. You're going to take the tag into your line. You're going to run it through the pointy end of this bullet weight. What that's going to do is it's going to allow it to come through the water column a little bit better, and it's not going to get hung up as much. So after you thread your bullet weight on, you're going to want to just tie a standard Palomar knot. Next, you're going to take your soft plastic here, find the flat end, put the point of the hook in the centermost part of that as you can get it. Next, once you bring it to that first bend right there, you're going to pop that hook point out. After that, you thread that soft plastic all the way up the shank of the hook, get it to where it's touching the eyelet that you tied your knot to. Come back on your soft plastic, measure it, find you the point where the bend is, stick the point through the soft plastic, bring it back up, pull you a little bit of soft plastic over the point of that hook. That's going to make sure that it doesn't snag up or grab anything other than a fish's mouth. After that, you're ready to rock and roll with a fully rigged Texas rig. Next, we're going to show you guys how to rig up another soft plastic paddle tail swim bait. Probably the most widely used technique to rig this thing up is going to be just on a standard jig head. Rig this up, we're going to tie a standard Palomar knot, grab your soft plastic, in this case it's going to be the paddle tail swim bait, run the point of your hook straight through the centermost part of that swim bait. Thread it on, poke it out the top end. You want this paddle tail to sit just like this on that jig head. You want to make sure that paddle is down. That's going to give it the correct kicking action, make sure it swims perfectly through the water column. And that's how you rig a paddle tail swim bait.